Greetings, New McKendree Church family. What a strange couple of months it's been, to say the least. Although it's been only a couple of months, our lives prior to the coronavirus seem like a distant memory of the good old days. We grieve the many thousands of lives that have been lost as a result of the virus. We also grieve for the way of life the virus has taken. It seems that every facet of our day-to-day life has been touched in one way or another by this microscopic foe. And even though our Missouri governor has given the go-ahead to ease back into normalcy beginning May 4th, we all know that the normal we'll be easing into will be much different than the normal we left behind just 2 months ago. So, what do we make of all this? How do we go about getting our heads around all these changes? How do we keep moving forward into a future that seems to look nothing like the past? For us Christians, the answer is faith. Faith in our God who promises never to leave us or forsake us. Faith in our God who promises abundant life. Faith in our God who offers us peace. Peace not as the world defines it, but out of this world peace. Faith in our Savior's promise to walk with us to the end of the age. So while it's normal to mourn the loss of the way things used to be, we can do so while confidently moving forward into a hopeful future, trusting our God to resurrect new life out of death and new joy out of mourning. And here's another thing we can do. We can give thanks to God. We can thank God for the beauty of our southeast Missouri springtime. We can thank God for the blessing of our New McKendree Church family. And we can thank God for the blessing of technology. Technology that's allowed us to continue worshiping together and loving and caring for one another, even while physically isolated from one another. And because we do serve a God of resurrected new beginnings, we can also thank God for the new opportunities that will come out of this otherwise trying season of change. In fact, I'd like to take this opportunity to share some of the things God has done and is doing in our New McKendree family, especially over these past couple months. Thanks to social distancing, we've been forced to come up with a new way of worshiping together and connecting with one another. While we're all anxious to get back to worshiping in the sanctuary, our online worship and daily devotions have allowed us to reach people that prior to the social distancing mandate, we never would have. And even after we get back together, our new online capability is a ministry tool that we have every intention of continuing and expanding. Also, you may or may not have noticed our High Street Sanctuary and Education buildings sporting a new roof. It was a long overdue capital improvement project that we were able to pull off during the social distancing hiatus. Something else that I'm particularly thankful for and proud of is the ongoing dedication and support of each of you. While measuring worship attendance in an online world is still a mystery to me, what's not a mystery is your generous support of your church and its ministries. As the March and April giving numbers indicate, we're down only slightly, but overall we are holding strong thanks to your dedicated, generous support. And that's just the general fund. Over and above that, we've got a $10,000 balance in our Samaritan Fund, the fund that we'll use to help our neighbors bridge the financial gap on the backside of the pandemic. Those are just a few of the things that we've been doing. During our time apart, we've also been looking ahead toward new ministry opportunities. One in particular is the Care Portal. Let me tell you about it. Care Portal is an online ministry that connects families in need with those desiring to meet that need with Christian love. In other words, Care Portal is a love your neighbor tool. And here's how it works. The Care Portal connects churches with our local child welfare social workers. When one of their client families has a need, their social worker vets the need and then makes the need known via the Care Portal. Individuals signed up to receive notifications then have the opportunity to respond to the need via the Care Portal. Allow me to illustrate how it works by way of a Care Portal notification that came through just yesterday. A family in Jackson is in need of a washing machine. They notified their caseworker, who in turn posted the need on the Care Portal. Those signed up to receive Care Portal notifications were immediately made aware of the need. If able to meet the need, a response is then sent back through the Care Portal to the family's caseworker. The washing machine is then arranged to be delivered, and in the process, a new meaningful connection with the neighbor is made. And that's just an appliance example. It could be food that's needed, a mattress, baby clothes, diapers, you name it. Our church staff and Susan Lapierre, our primary care portal point person, have spent the last couple months establishing our new McKendree family as a care portal church. All we need now are members of our church family who are willing to receive care portal notifications. Signing up to receive the notifications in no way obligates you to respond to every or any need. You'll only be notified of the needs in our local Cape and Jackson communities. To learn more about and or to get signed up to receive care portal notifications, just click on the link below or give our church office a call. Again, Jesus commands us to love our neighbors, and Care Portal is a practical tool for doing just that. And one last thing. I'm sure you're all well aware, along with allowing businesses to once again open their doors, the governor has also given churches throughout Missouri the option of gathering for worship as long as social distancing precautions are maintained. And as much as I'm chomping at the bit to get us all back to driving to church rather than logging into church, we will not be jumping to gathering for worship on May the 10th. After much prayerful consideration, myself and our church leadership team and staff have opted to continue what we've been doing for the near future. And while getting us back together is a priority, the safety and health of each and every one of our church family members is a higher priority. With the goal of safely getting us back together for worship, we've put together a task force consisting of members of our church council and ministry staff to put in place the necessary processes and procedures that will allow us to gather safely for worship. We had our initial meeting last week, and we'll continue meeting 2 times per week to make sure that we've taken every precaution possible. Again, the health and well-being of each and every member of our church family is my number one priority and the number one priority of our church leadership team. Until we are able to safely gather, we will continue to offer worship as we've been doing these past 6 weeks. And my plan is to continue with the morning devotions, and our Next Gen ministry staff will continue with their morning devotions. Additionally, in an effort to keep our dedicated church staff safe, in the short term, our office will remain closed. Although we'll still be responding to messages left on the office phone, staff members will continue to work from home. Folks, there is light at the end of the tunnel. We will be back together soon. It'll probably be a little different, but we'll be back. When we do get back, we'll have the opportunity to worship our God who brought us through this and made us stronger in the process. Like I've mentioned a time or two before, God's got this. So hang in there and keep on looking up and keep loving one another. God bless.